moving on to other global stories. 8 months into the Israel-Hamas war in Gaza, there's a fresh proposal to end the conflict. U.S. President Joe Biden on Friday said that Israel has now offered a new ceasefire deal, a new roadmap towards permanent peace in Gaza, further adding that it's time to end the war. Well, the three-part proposal put out by U.S. President Joe Biden includes plans for a ceasefire, search and humanitarian aid, exchange of hostages, and also a post-war plan for Gaza. It is a three-part proposal which begins with immediate 6-week ceasefire in which the Israeli Defense Forces would withdraw from the populated areas of Gaza. The first phase would also include the exchange of Israeli hostages for Palestinian prisoners and also the supply of 608 trucks every day. In the second phase, meanwhile, Israel and Hamas would negotiate terms for a permanent end to hostilities. And the final phase would include a major reconstruction plan for Gaza with international support. Well, Biden called the proposals a decisive moment and an opportunity to prove whether Hamas really wants a ceasefire deal or not, further urging Hamas to take the deal.
This is truly a decisive moment. Israel has made their proposal. Hamas says it wants a ceasefire. This deal is an opportunity to prove whether they really mean it. Hamas needs to take the deal. For months, people all over the world have called for a ceasefire. Now it's time to raise your voices and demand that Hamas come to the table, agrees to this deal, and end this war that they began.
Biden's remarks, Hamas issued a statement saying that it welcomed Biden's call for a permanent ceasefire and will consider it positively. The militant group had earlier informed mediators that it would agree a comprehensive truce agreement, including a hostage-prisoner swap, if Israel halts its aggression. However, Netanyahu further clarified that the transition from phase 1 to phase 2 was conditional and crafted to allow Israel to maintain its war aims, which is to eliminate Hamas and return of the hostages. Netanyahu's office in a statement said that the Prime Minister authorized the negotiating team to present an outline for achieving this goal, while insisting that the war will not end until all of its goals are achieved, including the return of hostages and elimination of Hamas. Well, earlier on Friday, Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh accused Israel of using negotiations as a cover to continue its aggression. An earlier hostage proposal put forward this year called for the release of sick, elderly and wounded hostages in Gaza in exchange for a 6-week ceasefire coupled with aid delivery in Gaza. However, that proposal had fallen after Israel refused to agree to Hamas's demand for a permanent end to the war. And after that, Israel ramped up its assault on the city of Rafah in southern Gaza.